Yes, big novelist. And we're doing cooking munchies right about now. I'm gonna be cooking some fish and chips, novelist style, yeah? You know what time it is. We're gonna get straight into our chips right about now. I'm gonna do them, I was gonna do them thin cut like fries, but I wanna do them big, real South London thing, you get me? So we're just gonna chop them up. Already peeled and washed, you know the thing. Fun fact, I've never cooked fish and chips before, so this is trial and error, but I reckon there isn't gonna be any errors in this. When it comes to how I like my chips, chips are chips, man. I don't really mind. You know, sometimes you get fries, sometimes you get fat cut chips. I don't mind. Sometimes I like my chips to be like wedges where you got the skin on. Doesn't really bother me. The only thing I don't like is when chips are not crispy enough. Do you get me? Because that's not preferable. Chips are easy, man. If you get chips wrong, I probably won't come back to your establishment. You know what I mean? As simple as that. I've had good chips in Bristol, bad chips in Bristol. When I used to get booked in Bristol for my shows, I used to. Anyone who's from Bristol or goes Bristol, they know what I'm talking about. Cheesy chips. That was a thing. Do you know what I'm saying? I've had some good cheesy chips, some bad cheesy chips. If you're a Bristolian, you know what I'm talking about. I'm kind of doing my potatoes thick cut. I'm in between doing thick cut. Well, they're not exactly fries, but they're not bolo, do you know what I mean? Because the thing is, whatever you're eating, you want to enjoy it. You don't want to be battling. And there's times I've had chips that were too thick, do you know what I mean? Gotta eat half at a time. All right, so we've done some prep on the chips here. And one of my pals, he helped me, big him up. And I'm just trimming them down right now. Still big enough to be like chip shop chips, but at the same time, like I said, you want them fairly even in size, you know what I mean? So, I might fry them after the fish, I'll think about it still. Obviously, I never worked in a chip shop, so I don't know the protocol, but I think I might fry them after because the fish will retain its heat. It's not gonna take long to fry the chips, they're chips, you know what I mean? So, for those who don't know, it's big novelist right now, and I have a sibling, goes by the name of Big Prem. It's my older brother. One of his tags is Big Chef. He's a man that can cook, you get me, he can cook very well, so big up my brother Prem, shout out to him. Yeah, he's an inspiration when it comes to this cooking thing because I've always had a knack for cooking. I'm good at cooking, but I wasn't necessarily a man that will spend hours in the kitchen. Do you get what I'm saying? A compliment from my brother on my cooking is a big compliment. So yeah, big him up. Looking good. I'm just looking for the knuckleheads. You know the big ones. You know the big bolo chips. You know when you buy chips and you get some bolo chips in it. I'm gonna put my chips to the side for the time being. You get me? Let's get onto the fish. Now we're onto our fish. It's hot in here, man. I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dry my fish and I'm gonna salt and pepper it. Then I'm gonna put it in a dry batter. Then I'm gonna put it in a wet batter. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of special Filipino seasoning from Nana Rosa, big up Nana Rosa, into the dry batter just to give it a little bit of oomph. You know what I'm saying? You know, switch up my thing a little bit. We was gonna make traditional fish and chips, but I thought let me just add a little bit of flair into it. So we're gonna do that. I'll add that now. Obviously, I'm not gonna go to town with it. I just wanna make a just give it a little bit of a more of a brown color to the batter. So that the proportions right. You know what I'm saying? If my music could be a dish, what would it be? I think it'd be a tropical fruit salad, you know? Because my music's refreshing, you get me? That's I always get that. Yeah, Nov, your music's refreshing, I'm so glad. So many different styles. So that's where I kind of see the similarities. Like I'd want something that's super tropical where man's got like flipping some guava in there, some apple in there, some mango in there, some dragon fruit in there, some cactus fruit in there, some pineapple and all different type of species of fruit as well. You know, certain times you got certain times you might have a mango, then you have a certain type of mango. So we've got variation. I want it to be like a banquet of, you know, all the most like prized fruits in the world. That's what I want my thing to be, so that when you have it, you leave there feeling refreshed, and you know, it's good for your insides, but it's good for you. That's my thing. So as you can see, I've mixed up the dry mix. We're gonna go into dabbing up our fish, yeah? So see how that goes. PSA, the fish is washed. For all you clean people out there, wash your fish. Make sure that you're being hygienic, because you don't want to make nobody sick or give them salmonella, things of that nature. So we're just dabbing it up right now, just drying it. It's not overly necessary, but I want my peppercorns and my salt to sit, you get me? So I think my top 3 fish to eat would be, I do like a yellow snapper, although it's very bony. I like yellow snapper, I like grouper fish, for all my Caribbeans out there. And you know what, I was in Ghana recently, and I was never really a fan before overly, but I had a lot of tilapia when I was out there. Street food, you get what I'm saying? I had tilapia, it was really nice. So I think those are my 3 favorite fish as it stands. Now I'm open to trying all different types, but at the same time, I'm just going off of what I know at the moment, you get me? Like cod is nice, you can do a lot with cod. I like sea bass as well, but I think my top 3 are the first ones that I said still. So we're getting into the seasoning, the salting and the peppering of the fish. Now this is my undercoat before even putting on any of the batter. Just want to make sure there's a good amount of salt and pepper. I've already made a mix, as you can see. And we're just going to sprinkle it, get what I'm saying? Not get too eccentric, but just make sure that when you have the food and eat it, that there's something going on. You get me? And also the thing I like about this pepper as well, that I've mixed into the mix, is that you got red peppercorns, green peppercorns, black peppercorns. It's not, my thing's not regular, you understand? With this, you gotta do the back and the front. You get me? Flip it over. Make sure you're not neglecting the flavor. And we're doing it very lightly as well. Now the thing's got its base seasoning, which is the salt and pepper with different peppercorns. We're gonna get into putting it into the dry mix, then the wet mix. Got 4 man's wet mix. We've got cornstarch, and we're gonna put some beer, one of my favorites, the Corona. I'm gonna pour that in there. Do you know what? I've got a South African brethren, yeah, named Rob. Big up Rob. I think in like 2015, Rob was shying man about the Corona juice. Bro. I didn't know about the Corona thing, but I was on Corona before Corona, basically. You get me? Yeah. To the whisk. I'm not gonna lie, that was a serious flick of the wrist. I feel like I've got to put some more beer in there. I need to put some more beer in there because you don't want to be making beer dumplings, basically. you want batter, you don't want dumpling. Yeah, because I'm gonna whisk it till it gets to a thicker consistency. You know what, I'm being cheeky, yeah? But I think I'm gonna add some pepper to that drink.
Things ain't coming like cornmeal porridge.
You know what it is, you just gotta make sure you get it right, like. It was getting real cornmeal porridge. Literally. But I think we're close to where it should be. Very close to where it should be. Yeah, that's about right. Number one, you see what's going on. You see what's happening right now. All right, cool. We're done with that now. Cleanliness is next to noveliness. I'll have the rest of this. All right, so listen. It's time to lift up the fish and lift up the fish, you get me? So lift up the fish, we're gonna put it in the don't know why I was about to say wax, you know. we're gonna put it in the dry flour, the seasoned flour, then we're gonna put it in the wet. You know it is, I need to stop being soft with it. Like I'm treating it very delicately because it's the first time I've done it, but really, I bet the brothers in the fish shop just dunk it one time. I'm just draining it a tad. See, we don't want excess. You know what I'm saying? If I was stuck on an island and I was only allowed 3 meals, yeah, I'll probably have, I know off the root, fruit salad is one. Like, I need fruit, bro. I can't function without fruit, you get what I'm saying? Everybody needs fruit, it's not just me. We all need fruit. If I was stuck on an island, I would definitely want access to fruits that are gonna be good for my flesh. Now imagine only having meat to eat forever. Why for that? You see what's going on? Yeah? Our fish is battered up now. We're gonna move to the fryer. You won't really be able to see the pieces of fish because they're covered in batter, but there's 4 big pieces of fish in there. And I think because of the size of the fryer, I'm gonna fry them in 2s. So I'm not gonna put all of them in there at once. I'm gonna fry them in 2s so they all have their time to do their thing. Innit? That's why I wanna fry them. What, should I fry them in 1s, really?
2. You can try 2 now.
Listen, I'm listening to the fish shop, yo. He's from Bournemouth. You lot are all from fucking urban people.
It's gonna click onto the basket.
Listen, I'm the fish and chip shop man, yeah? Frying fish and chips. I'm proud of myself. First time I've ever done it. I haven't tried it yet though, so that'll be the real be all and end all, but it looks nice, it smells nice so far.
Yeah, like white
Now this looks great. The only discrepancy is, what I should have done is I should have laid the fish into the oil so that it didn't stick onto the, what do you call this, the cage? So it didn't stick onto the frying cage. That's what we call it, yeah? So it's alright, though.
the other part of it.
Proud of it.
No, they don't normally, like in fish and chip shops, they don't have baskets. They just lay it in, there's just like
what, in the oil itself?
Yeah, it's just floating around in the back.
Oh, what, so why are we using both? Alright, so because the last fish got stuck, we're gonna do it the authentic fish and chip shop way and just drop the fish in the oil itself, which to me makes more sense.
Like it sinks.
It won't sink. And it makes sense that that's the authentic way they do it. I ain't never seen a fish stuck to nothing before. Ever. Nov's fish and chips coming soon. I'm aggressive now. Listen, yeah, big Nov. Fish is done. I look piney. Yeah, see it there. So I've got one more fish to fry. Bigger fish to fry in life. Yeah. Now it's time to get into my chips and fries. Probably gonna do them in halves. I reckon I'm gonna have them in there for about maybe like 8 to 10 minutes because they're quite thick cut chips. My fries are done. I just took one out. Tastes nice, so I know that it's good. It had the crunch. Finally tried the flavour of it. I put the little thing to it, snapped it in half. I heard it, so I know that they're good. You get me? Very fluffy inside, so I'm happy with them. Like I said, scope that. Yeah. All right. Then. I want to add a little bit of Filipino salt, just to give them a little something to them. We're going to chop them around. Not too much, but just enough to like give it a little, what's that? You get me? That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to chop some parsley for the garnish, real quick, yeah? So.
Then tartar, yeah?
What the hell is tartar sauce made out of? What's it actually made out of? You know, you've handmade it before, man. You know this. I'm gonna have my tartar sauce in there. My fries. And there we have it. Most fish and chips. Before I couldn't do it, but I could. Chips 10-10, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna have some cutlery, but I decided let me do the rago thing and break it with my hands. One more time, when we get fish and chips, that's what we do anyway. You know what I'm saying? I wanna try the fish by itself. Yeah. It's like normal fish and chips, but with a bit of flair. Because you can taste that. See like the spices that I put in the underneath? Like that salt's coming through and the pepper's coming through. The taste there's a little something to the batter. Very nice. You see what the tartar sauce is saying. Now, as for the tartar sauce was already pre-made. I don't even know what's in tartar sauce, but you get me? Who goes about making ketchup? Do you get me? Banging. Banging. Food's nice, lovely. You've been watching Cooking Munchies with Novelist. This is my dish. Fish and chips. Immaculate. Yeah, like, it's not meaty still, I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, it's banging. It's
Like
banging.
for fish and chips, this is top tier. I might have to shout out Rocky Rock for the inspiration, but I might have to start putting guys out of business.
I can't lie, you can charge a good 15.
I got 15 for that, innit?
Good 15.
Wait, let me show them quick.
I can't lie, check it out.
You see when the chips have green things on it like that? That's when you know it's level, yeah? I don't lie about things. I only speak truth, yeah? Novelist made banging fish and chicken. No cap. You need to try the fish.
Yeah, we'll try it.
Life gave this man lemons. He made lemonade.
Hey, what was you saying? What's the protocol for the fish? Alright. Figure out,
Potato. Oh yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
So let's see what.
That's what.
No, that's good.
Oh man, you ain't gotta do this, you know. I can whip better.
Alright.
I know I can whip better than everyone else.
I'm not sure about that.
Huh? Well, bro, 2 in the cube, 63 grams of Paris. Whoa, cook that up.
Spitting that fake trapper's bars, man.
What is this, dumpling?
It's about rice.
That's ridiculous.
Kind of-
That fish won't be able to have it.
Cool, just a little more bit. Call that cornmeal porridge.
Hey, that is my fish.
I think you should put the basket in already. You know what I'm saying? You have to put the basket already and then lay it in. That's why I was asking you when it goes into the drive out afterwards, you know what I mean? But it makes sense.
But no, that's not cool.
I don't really, what, how long would you usually have them in there for? Like 8 to 10?
Yeah.
8 to 10 minutes. She says.